Hello fellow data friends. Which random lucky nations, you might ask? Well, I am having some fun building a mod which lets you customize AI difficulty to your personal taste. I added several new game rules for that purpose. There are currently 10 game rules with 10 levels, so you can adjust AI buffs in several areas. But I also added some game rules to control who gets the buff, and one game rule is called Random Lucky Nations, in reference to Europa Universalis 4. With that game rule, 8 nations are randomly chosen to get the buffs. And we will use the extra rule that no great power and no super small nation is chosen. So let's crank all buffs up to level 10 and let me show you what exactly happens. Now let's see if you can find one lucky nation. This might take a while. Brazil is a lucky nation. I have no idea who else is one. And if we let one day pass, Brazil now has massive bonuses. Remember, I choose the max bonus everywhere. You can adjust the buffs to your own preference. Just to verify, the nations without the Lucky Nations modifier don't have these buffs. Oh, Bolivia is a lucky nation as well. Interesting. And now there will be a short time lapse with the GDP bar chart race. I will see you afterwards to explore the resulting world in 1934, because I had to end the time lapse a bit early. You can use the timestamp if you just want the end results. We reached the end of the time lapse and Brazil does not have the biggest economy, which I find a bit disappointing. I gave them a lot of bonuses. Though they played economy wise on the same level as most great powers. And they reached their first place regarding prestige at the very least. They get a lot of prestige from their navy. Indeed, they have the strongest navy in the game and their army is only second to the German Empire. I guess now I know how they spent their money. Netherlands is a lucky nation as well, just like Dynam. Sweden is also a lucky nation. And of course Peru-Bolivia. Denmark is the 6th lucky nation and Nepal is the 7th. We started with 8 lucky nations, but I can't find the last missing one. Might have been Concord. Let's dive a bit deeper into Brazil. They're not sitting on a giant amount of wealth like I expected. But they are paying more than $1 million in subsidies to power plants. They built 213 levels of power plants in Bahia and are subsidizing it with £600,000 per week. They are producing 26,000 units of electricity while they only need 3,000. But they have £3.5 billion in the investment pool while having unused construction points. There's no state with sufficient infrastructure and workforce. That's fair. And they are building some buildings in Russia where Brazil cannot capitalize on their giant construction bonus. but looks like Brazil built all their resource buildings and agriculture buildings. The East India Company is actually the best company in the world with almost 7,000 buildings. Then we have two Brazilian companies. I think I need to add another buff module where you can choose extra buffs to companies, like more throughput, construction, and maybe some extra free company charters? Maybe some authority? Brazil has a power block with 3 members. USA has Japan and their power block without any buffs from me. The Netherlands has 17 countries, and Sweden has pulled Ashanti, of all nations, into their power block. Well, the random lucky nation feature seems to work just fine. Just imagine what would happen if the USA or China would have been chosen as a lucky nation. If you have another idea for some good AI buffs, please let me know in a comment. And thanks a lot to Solfi for supporting my channel as data capitalist. That is deeply appreciated. Thanks to everyone for watching and commenting.